Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bad Guitars, episode number 86. My name is Andrew.
And my name is Scott.
We are a weekly guitar gear show. We do new gear. We talk about a couple topics here and there, and some news stories from time to time. So, guess that's about it. We'll see you next week. No.
Okay. Bye.
Before we jump into any of this week's news or releases or anything, let's talk about Pedal Exchange.
Okay.
I really would like you all to jump over on pedalexchange.com.
So you can exchange more
pedals. So we can trade some pedals. Yeah. So if you haven't caught us talking about this in the last couple weeks, Pedal Exchange is a really cool platform where you can buy and sell pedals, but you can also, the main point of it is to trade your pedals. Now, this week alone, there have been some really good uploads on here. There's some good postings. I did my second trade on there this week. So last week I talked about my first trade being I got a Boss FC1W.
Okay.
Really getting into Boss pedals again.
Okay.
So I got the Boss Fuzz last week, and then I traded a pedal this week for a Boss Wazacraft Blues Driver. So that'll be cool to kind of check out, because the last time I got a Blues Driver, I don't know if you remember.
I don't remember.
I didn't really care for it. I had a Blues Driver for years back in the day. Loved it. It was my main overdrive for a long time. And then once I switched to the surface mount version, for some reason, with my particular setup that I had at the time that I got like the newer version, it just didn't sound right to me. It sounded like really fizzy. And then I'm hoping this Wazacraft version is going to be really cool. If not, it'll go back up on Pedal Exchange. But yeah, I just want to say, like, right now, there's some really cool stuff on here. Looks like there's some new users, or at least ones I haven't seen pop up yet. We got, look at this, a Jam Pedals Harmonious Monk. You got a TC Electronic Nova Drive. Seymour Duncan Vapor Trail. There's a Fairfield Circuitry Barbershop. Electro Audio Experiments Halberd. That's a good one. Even this, a bootlegger guitar. I don't know this company, but the Liquid Phaser, that thing looks really cool. There's a tube. There's a tube in it. Maybe I'll make an offer on that one.
Oh my god, another one.
But even this Beautiful Noise When the Sun Explodes, that's an amazing pedal. I'm not a fan of that colorway, but that is an amazing pedal. And then, the classic Boss OS2 for $60. That's a pedal I've owned twice. Yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of variety on here. There's a Bass Big Muff 2. That's mine. I got that one listed on there.
Of course you do.
Anyway, so...
Didn't you say you were, like, in love with that sound?
Yeah.
What happened?
Once I got used to it and haven't dialed it in, I think it's a great pedal for the variety of things I use it for. Guitar, bass, baritone. But I feel like I have so much other gear that accomplishes, like, the same thing.
That's what you say every single time.
And I still have my Josh Scott modded Big Muff that from his Short Circuit series that I won in a giveaway. That one still, I think, is the best. Okay. But no, I do like the fact that it has the clean blend. But, if I can trade it for some cool Boss pedals. So if you have cool Boss pedals, head over to Pedal Exchange, list them, trade with me.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
I think you'll like this one.
Why?
I don't know.
Because it's pink?
No, I just, I know you don't like the headstocks on PRS guitars.
No, I don't.
But I think the body on this one's really cool. So this is the SE Rock Lady limited edition guitar.
Okay.
Now, they only made 690 of these, and they sold out, like, immediately.
I'm not surprised. I mean, the color is nice, not because it's pink, because I'm not a fan of pink, but it's a nice color. But again, I am not a fan of this. I hate them.
So, this is a tribute to a guitar from an anime series. Now, essentially, what it's based... I'll start at the beginning. So, the story was the COO of PRS was approached with a clip of an anime series called Rock is a Lady's Modesty. And the main character, Lalissa, is playing a guitar that looks exactly like a PRS, kind of like a Paul's guitar model.
Okay.
So they did the opposite of Fender. Instead of trying to sue the show, they decided, hey, let's make that guitar real. So the real version is based on a combination of the SE Paul's guitar and a guitarist named Kanami Tono of the Japanese rock band Bandmade. Pretty much a combination of both of those guitars. Really cool pink guitar. I think it looks nice.
The body is beautiful. I give you that. I like the pickers. What's that, like purple? Like what's
the
that
pickups?
called? Yeah, the pickups.
They're like a purple color. It says these are PRS TCI S pickups that offer versatile tones from spanky single coil sounds to full soap bars. There is a Lily imprinted truss rod cover. Let's see, mahogany wood for the back. The top wood is maple. There's a maple top on this thing. A violin carve.
My only problem is always that head. Like it always looks like it's.
I'm not the biggest fan.
I don't know. It almost looked like it's incomplete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But mahogany neck. Rosewood fretboard. There's no need for us to really go into the details on this because it's gone.
It's so loud.
But look at this. You have a bunch of different pickup configurations here with the coil splits and stuff.
Nice.
So it looks like you have a total of 8 tonal options on this thing. But yeah, this one quick. They only made 690 and just gone.
Oh well.
Immediately. So really cool that they embrace like, oh hey, somebody made like a fictional version of one of our guitars. Let's make it for real. So yeah. Anything else you want to say on that one?
No, I already gave my opinions on it.
Here's a piece of news that came out this week. And there seems to be I've seen a lot of misconception about this online.
Why?
So Dean Guitar's parent company, Armadillo Distribution.
Okay.
As well as Concordia LLC, which is the company that owns the intellectual property, or it holds the intellectual property. So between the two companies, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So that puts Dean Guitars, Luna Guitars, and D Drums into a court-supervised bankruptcy. Now, what a lot of people hear when they think bankruptcy is the company's gone. But that's not the case with Chapter 11. They're thinking of like Chapter 7. Chapter 11, under the court supervision, they're allowed to continue business as usual while they restructure. Which that might mean they might sell, they might have to downgrade like product lines, let some people go, whatever. But they're restructuring these brands. Now, out of these, Dean Guitars, I'm not surprised because, they're still making a living off of, well, not they're making a living. They're failing as a company, but they've been getting by making the Dimebag Darrell guitars for so long, the ones with lightning bolts or like the green slime and the Confederate flag. So it's like it's 2026. I'm not surprised that those are only selling to a small niche market of Pantera fans. But also they just finished a legal battle. We talked about this like a couple weeks ago. They just won a legal battle against the estate of Dimebag Darrell, who they make the signature Dimebag guitars. They won the rights to continue making the Dimebag guitars because the estate of Dimebag Darrell, they now have their own guitars. I think they're called Dime guitars. And they wanted the shapes. They wanted the body shapes, and they didn't get them. So I'm really not surprised. And they've been in a bunch of legal battles over the last several years. Like Gibson has tried to sue them multiple times. So I'm just not surprised. It just seems like, an outdated brand that outside of their niche, market, I don't think anybody's really interested in them anymore.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Not because you're not interested on them. It means that everyone's
No. I know like metal guys that like Southern style shreddy metal. They like it. That's their favorite stuff. And a lot of the older Dean guitars were really cool. But I think nowadays, Dean Zielinski, the founder of the company, he's not even with Dean anymore. He's got his own guitar company called Dean Zielinski Guitars, and those are so much better. They have these innovative necks on them that are called like Z-Glide necks.
Okay.
That have like divots and stuff in the back of the neck that make it so much easier to like play faster. So he is no longer with that company, and he hasn't been for years at this point. So I'm not surprised, but I do like D drums. I do love that brand. I think they make some great drums. Luna guitars. I think one of your ukuleles, is that a Luna?
I don't know.
The one that has like the imprints and stuff on it. It might be a Kala. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so that seems to be a misconception about the whole process of bankruptcy. They still exist in the meantime, but the way we've been seeing guitar companies drop off the last few years, vintage guitars, that company had to sell. There's another one that was news this week. I have it up here somewhere. We'll move it right here. Hofner. So we talked about on the show a couple months back that Hofner guitars filed for bankruptcy, or insolvency, as they call it in Europe. Their big claim to fame was that was what Paul McCartney played in the Beatles. And he's continued to use his violin bass over the years. But there hasn't been a lot of other significant interest professionally. Like, you don't see a whole lot of other professional bassists playing these unless they're playing in like Beatles tribute bands and stuff. So after months of them having filed for insolvency, they have been sold to a company called GEWA or GEWA. I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
Okay.
That is a firm that has backing from Thomann, which is the largest music store in the world, based out of Germany. So they're revamping the brand. There's no real information on what they're going to do with it, but they're keeping it alive, and it seems like it might even end up being like they're keeping at least part of the production in Germany. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that's cool that they're trying to prevent a legacy brand like that from dying. But I don't know what else they can really do with it. I've always been a fan of the violin basses. I've always thought they were really cool. But also, when you could buy a Hofner for $500-$600, there's still like Rogue, like the in-house kind of crappy budget brand from Guitar Center. You could buy a Rogue violin bass all day long for $199, and they often go on sale for $150.
Okay.
So I don't know. They've got to do something to mix it up to make it worth continuing to manufacture. I don't know. What do you think about those? What do you think about the violin guitars and the basses?
Andrew, you talk so much about that. Like, what is there to talk about?
I want to know your opinion. Like, what do you think of the body shape? I mean,
completely honest with you, the world that we're living right now is not to go buy things at the moment. So I'm no surprise companies are going bankrupt. Like, that's no news to me.
Yeah.
I'm surprised more companies are not going that downhill.
Yeah.
Same as those. Like, this is not surprising.
Yeah.
People cannot afford to buy things. So guitars or music equipment or violin bass, that is not a priority when you had kids and you had to buy milk. Like,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are nowadays too, they're being more, well, I guess not everyone, but a lot of people are being more conscious with the things that they're purchasing, especially music equipment. They want something that's going to either last a while and keep their interest, or something that they know will retain their resale value. And honestly, like, Hofners don't retain their resale value. Like, they don't. Which again, like, going back to like the thing we started the show with, like pedal exchange, like that's like recycling your pedals for new pedals.
That's a good idea.
It's a great idea. You had that idea for guitars recently.
Yeah, like, you're not spending the $200, you're probably spending $10, $12.
Just
whatever
shipping.
it is, it's shipping.
Well, I'm on the they full disclosure here. They did allow us to have the 9-volt membership in exchange for talking about them on the show and everything.
Oh, but you have used that.
But the 9-volt membership, I'm not paying some of the fees that you pay for the free tier, because they have the 9-volt, and I believe they actually even have an even higher one that's like 18-volt. So I'm not paying for some of like the trade processing fees. I'm just paying shipping. So, but even at the lowest tier on that, you're paying less than you would pay on Reverb.
Well, that's the thing. If you are in this pedal work, guitar music work, and you want something new, but you don't have the money to get it, then go exchange your pedal. Yeah. That's a really nice idea.
I've always traded stuff, always, but it's inconvenient. I mean, all through my teens and 20s, it was like the excitement of like, I'm gonna get in the car, I'm gonna go meet up with this person in the church parking lot or the police station parking lot, wherever, the mall parking lot, outside the Guitar Center, and we're gonna trade some gear. And I still do that from time to time now, but it's like it just feels inconvenient a lot of the time these days. So the ability to just do it online, it's kind of like a convenience
really
thing.
Nice. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I don't have an opinion about those companies.
Yeah.
Regardless of the legacy or whatever is going on with them right now, there's just other priorities.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. You want to move on to that? Did I talk to you about this one this week?
Yeah, we talk about Ed Sheeran.
So this is a strange collaboration here.
Why? I didn't think it was a strange when I saw it. Because
Orange is known for like hard rock and like doom and sludgy metal kind of stuff, and Ed Sheeran is not known for those things. So Orange and Ed Sheeran have teamed up for a line of 3 amps.
Okay.
They're acoustic amps. They're called the Out Loud series. So you have 3 models: the ES3, the ES100, and ES3 is the lowest level. Then it goes ES60 is the middle one, and then the top tier flagship model is the ES100.
Okay.
So the ES3 is a small, portable, rechargeable
that one is kind of
amp and Bluetooth speaker, and your controls are volume, tone, and reverb. So it's $200, but the technology has advanced so much for these kind of amps. Like before you had like things like the Roland Cube series. They're a little bit bulkier than this, and battery life wasn't as good. This has a lithium-ion rechargeable battery. So that's the lowest level one. And then you go up to the ES60, which is $700, well, $699. This is a 60-watt amp, but you have 2 channels on this thing. You actually have a channel just for your microphone input, and then one for your guitar, which, that's not a new feature. The amps have been like this for a while for acoustics. I mean, one of the first amps I ever used was a Roland AC100, and there were separate channels for guitar and vocals.
Okay.
The Fender Acoustasonic series of amps, they had the same deal, but this one is a 60-watt amp that's also got a rechargeable battery.
Nice.
So you don't have to rely on plugging this in somewhere. If you're playing out on the street, you just charge it and take it, and it has like 8-hour battery life, I think it said.
That's nice.
It also has Bluetooth speaker pairing, so you can have backing tracks playing while you're singing, while you're playing guitar. And yeah, for your vocals, you have a high pass filter. There's phantom power if you want to plug a condenser in there. Gain, treble, middle, mid frequency, bass, and reverb for the vocals. Okay. And then the guitar channel has a bunch of different things here. You get reverb, bass, mid frequency. It looks like there's an overall Q filter, middle, treble, and volume. So really versatile set of controls here. I think this is probably your best value out of the 3. $700 is still kind of pricey, but the fact that you don't have to plug this in,
it is convenient. I give you that.
I think this might be the largest guitar amp that I've seen that has a rechargeable battery.
Now, what's the main difference with the top tier here?
So top tier is not a rechargeable battery, but it has a lot of the same features as the 60, but it's 100 watts. So yeah, it has all the same kind of frequency controls. There's an extended EQ on both channels. There is a balanced XLR output as well, effects loop, and let's see, it does have higher quality Celestion speakers in it as well. So that one is $1,500 though. So
kind of pricey though.
I think this is a really good series of amps. They could have put this out even without Ed Sheeran, but I think putting his name on there,
it adds value.
The things he's been doing lately are, he has his own brand of looper.
Yeah.
So he has we covered those like a year ago. He has his own brand of like 3 or 4 different loopers. He's got several signature guitars from Martin and from PRS now. And now he's got signature amps. So I think he's one of the few modern guitarists these days that are like pop mainstream guitarists that you could put his name on stuff and it'll sell.
Yeah.
You can't say that about a lot of
I mean, and the fact that
mainstream
you
artists
probably
these
don't
days.
like his music doesn't mean that the guy is not talented.
Yeah.
He is.
No, he's a talented singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
And he's somebody that he got famous from being a dude playing on street corners through a looper and doing what he does now, just at a smaller scale. So
anyway,
yeah. Next one, I don't think you're gonna be excited about.
Why?
I don't know.
Because it's Gibson. I don't have anything wrong. Like, I don't hate Gibson.
Well, I think you hate this guitar.
Like the color, I do.
So Gibson has put out. They listen to people's responses on the Gibson Victory series that they reissued. As you probably know if you've watched the show or my recent videos, I bought one.
Yep.
But they listened to what a lot of people were requesting, and they put a Floyd Rose tremolo system on the figure top model. So pretty pricey. I think the one I have is the basic model.
Okay.
Which is like a satin finish version. Those regular price, because I got mine on sale, regular price I think is $2,000. And then the figure top model I believe is $2,500. This one is $27.99.
Just for adding that feature?
Just for adding the tremolo.
Oh god.
And the locking nut. Everything else on this guitar is exactly the same. You have the same push-pull knobs for the coil splits and the coil selects. And it's the same three colors as the figure top version. You have translucent ebony burst. You have translucent... it's deep ocean burst, translucent ebony. And I think the most popular is the iguana burst. So a lot of the 80s shreddy guitar fans, this is what they wanted. They wanted this to be the guitar. I remember seeing this exact one several months ago, but I thought it was just like a one-off that they did for, I want to say it was like Adrian Ballou or something.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's really pricey though. $2,800. I don't know if people are going to want to jump on this.
People is going to buy it. I'm pretty sure people is going to buy it.
Probably.
Although I do have to say, and people can hate me, that's fine. But that iguana burst, oh my god, that made me sick.
I am not a fan. I know
the
a lot
other
of people
colors,
love it.
Sure. Yeah. That one, oh my god, no.
There was another guitar. I don't think I brought it up. Can you get to the Epiphone site from the Gibson site? They put out an Alex Lifeson guitar. I'm gonna bring that up right here.
Oh my god, one more tab. Oh god. I thought this was gonna be a short episode.
It will be. Okay, here it is.
Okay.
$1,500. They put out an Epiphone inspired by Gibson custom Alex Lifeson 1976 ES355 reissue semi-hollow body electric guitar in Alpine White. The names. So long. So yeah, it's an ES355. It's
that
white.
One I actually think is beautiful.
And because it's an inspired by model, well, let me just scroll through on here. This is the Guitar Center website. Because it's the inspired by series, it has the Gibson shape headstock.
I like that.
Really cool. Even if you're not a fan of Alex Lifeson or the band Rush, it makes sense for the perfect timing for them to do this because they're on tour right now. So really cool. I think I would rather buy this over the Victory with the tremolo.
Yeah.
Which this thing, I don't think it has. It's not a Bigsby, is it? No, it's like a Vibrola system. Really cool. Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring that one up because I was just trying to get to the biggest hits of the week. But here we go. You want to talk about this pedal?
Yeah, I mean, dude.
Yeah.
We're not even halfway done through this. People is gonna get bored.
No, we're gonna fly through these.
Oh my god, no! What about if they need to take a shit?
They can. You think people are not watching this while they're on the toilet?
This is just really extensive.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll blast through this. electro-Harmonix put out the Pico Shimmer Cosmic Reverb. It has 3 modes. They took this out of the Oceans and what's the other one? Canyon pedals. They both have a shimmer mode. They took that out of there and they put it into a single pedal with 3 new algorithms in it. It's $150. I think it looks cool.
Looks nice.
Yeah.
I like that it's cheap. I give you that.
Here's some other cheap pedals coming up here. Klowra Pedals put out a whole new series
this week. I like Klowra.
Yeah. They start at $99 and they go up to $105.
They look nice too.
They've got the dive pitch shifter, the Hain filter, the Leap octaver, the Whirl rotary, and the South Zoo, which is like a crazy like synth filter thing. So there's some really cool demos out there. 60 Cycle Hum did the whole series.
You can make a whole pedal board with those little pedals.
You definitely could.
Cute.
Yeah, you definitely could. Yeah. I don't think the artwork is as cool to me personally. I don't think it's as cool as like their main series, the Bloom Infinity series, like the full size ones. I think those look so much better. But I still think these look cool. It's just it's a different series. So
I think for the price and the FAQ and the brand, it's just perfect.
Yeah. So this one is called the Budding Bloom series. I don't know if I said that at the top of this one, but yeah, I mean they're all under $105. And if you go back down to the bigger series, I mean the bigger series picks up right where that one ends. So 110 all the way up to 150.
That's not bad really cool. Either though.
And they're really, really intricate pedals. The things that they do, you would expect other brands to charge $300 to $500 for these. Let's see. All right, I haven't really seen a whole lot about this one, but Vemuram out of Japan, they put out the Las Lunas Distortion.
Okay.
I don't really know anything about this one.
Oh.
It says it took them many years to develop in the pursuit of that era, that sound, inspired by the heroes of that era. I don't know what they're referring to. The 80s. It's a 3-band passive EQ. Natural organic drive to customize your playing environment and gear. I don't know. What's the price?
How much is it?
I don't know.
I don't.
Maybe they just announced it, but it's not for sale yet. I don't like their website. I can't even zoom the images.
I know.
Huh. So I don't know enough about this, but it says the controls are level gain, bass, tone, treble, distortion, A and B. So it looks like there's 2 different modes.
Okay.
And then there are trimmers for saturation, A and B. So I don't know enough about this. I just saw that it was announced. I don't know anything about the pricing or if it's even shipping out anywhere yet.
Okay.
And then here's a pedal that apparently this is a leak. You know, we've talked about, we don't like talking about leaks on here, but it's everywhere.
Okay.
Both Sweetwater and Zounds put this pedal up for several hours. All these guitar news sites that are not willing to, the ones that are not like Premier Guitar or Guitar World or whatever, all the other ones like GuitarBomb.com, they all ran with it and already posted like news articles about it. So the EHX percolator is coming. It's going to be a take on the harmonic percolator circuit for $99.
Damn, shit.
But I can't stand the look of this pedal. Personally, I love electro-harmonics.
What?
But the fact that the enclosure, they put like what, you know, it's printed on here, but it's supposed to look like it was put on with like a label maker.
Yeah.
But your controls are balance, harmonics, bias, and then there's a toggle to go between fuzz and drive. And then the logo, the EHX percolator, it's supposed to look like it's handwritten with a red marker. I don't like the way this looks. You do?
I love it.
You like the way this pedal looks?
I love the way it looks.
I don't know.
I do.
So
what is it that you don't like?
I don't know.
Oh my god!
But here's they already got like the features. If you go on Zounds or Sweetwater right now, they're taken down. I got a screenshot before they took them down, but yeah, they're gone already. But they already have like the full list of controls here. So harmonics controls the input stage gain, seamlessly transitioning from gritty textured overdrive to fuzz. There's a bias control. The balance acts as a master output volume. The drive and fuzz switch is a game-changing toggle that lifts or engages the clipping diodes. In drive mode, it operates in an open organic transistor style drive. Switching to fuzz engages extra clipping diodes to slam the signal. There is an internal trim pot hidden under the hood. Players can dial in additional gain and intentionally accentuate blooming sub-octave frequencies. Let's see. Dual action foot switch features standard latching and bypass along with momentary functionality. Hold the switch down for temporary. Now, that's a thing that a lot of these electro-harmonics pedals are doing these days. Okay. Like the Bass Big Muff 2, the Big Muff 2 series in general. They have the soft click foot switches that you can do momentary, or you can just click them on. So it's really cool that electro-Harmonix is like, doing more to innovate their own pedals. But yeah, so fans of producer and artist Steve Albini, who passed away recently, that was his signature sound. So yeah,
I'm kind of upset that you don't like it.
Well, it's $99. We could try it out when it comes out.
I don't mean that. Anyway.
All right. So I think that's about it for releases, except for one more I want to talk to you about. And this is kind of, I don't know if we can build a topic off of this one, but...
A topic?
Yeah, I tried to come up with some topics before this week's episode, and I kind of got a couple ideas here, but we could try to build off this one. So ZVEX effects, okay. It's been a while. It's been a while since ZVEX, who was one of the innovators of the boutique pedal industry in the whole big boom in the late 90s, early 2000s. He was one of the people in the forefront of this, things like the Fuzz Factory, Instant Lo-Fi Junkie, which was actually designed, I believe, by Joel Corti of the Chase Bliss. So a lot of people in the pedal industry started at other companies and went off and did, bigger things. Okay. But ZVEX has always been around and been well respected. They announced yesterday that they were going to put out a new pedal called the DB1.
Okay.
I didn't know if this was actually real based on the video. So the DB1 is the first ultra-high impedance analog meter for guitar that can be used anywhere in your signal chain without fear of affecting your tone. The input and output jacks can be swapped. It works identically in both directions, so you can use either jack as the in or the out.
Okay.
All this does is when a signal passes through it, the meter moves. And there's a knob up here where you can set the threshold for it. Now, the example that they gave was that, let's say you're on stage preparing for the show and you need to do a quick sound check, but you have your amp off or something. It's a really specific case scenario they gave. And you need to match the levels of all your gain stages and your pedals and stuff. So you want to make sure when you engage different effects that they're all hitting the meter at the same point and you're not getting way too loud or too quiet or whatever. In theory, that makes sense. But there's a lot of kind of backlash on this pedal already. It looks beautiful. It looks really cool.
What's the backlash?
They're calling it the nothing pedal. It does nothing. It does have a meter which reads. It's not digital. It's not backlit. I don't believe. I don't think there's any LED in here lighting the back of it.
Okay.
It literally it's a needle that moves.
How much is it?
It's $229. So that's, I think, part of the reason why a lot of people are calling this the nothing pedal. I think it looks really cool, but I don't see a very practical use case scenario for this. There are pedals like this that already exist that are like digital screens, that are like dB meters and stuff. But the fact that it is just an analog needle, I think that's going to be very hard for people to see. Kind of strange that they haven't put out anything in a while. I think their last new pedal might have been the Fuzz Factory 7, and that was probably 5-6 years ago or longer. So I think it's a strange choice, personally. But a lot of people are already calling it the worst pedal of the year. I've been seeing that pop up on different like online forums and stuff. I'm like, that's kind of harsh, but like I understand because it kind of is the nothing pedal. I don't know. What do you think about it?
Do me a favor. Look up how much is the fart pedal.
Okay, the fart pedal.
Look at it. How much is that right now?
Is that even still being manufactured? Oh my god, they're on the fart pedal number 2.
210.
210.
And get back, how much is the other one?
Hold on, but the fart pedal 2, if I remember correctly, I do think I remember hearing about this one. The fart pedal 2 actually tracks with your pitch, whereas the fart pedal 1 just made random fart sounds when you played. This one actually plays them in tune with what you're playing. I'm not justifying the fart pedal, but
Okay. Do you remember the pedal that sounds like a cat?
Yeah.
What's the name of that one?
The Meowdulator.
The Meowdulator. How much is that one?
Let's see. Over on B's Music Shop, the Meowdulator is $220. Okay, I get what you're saying. These are all kind of in the same range. Yeah. But those actually create a sound. They do something. Yeah.
I have been in this world for a while now.
Yeah.
To know when a pedal does something and it doesn't do anything that is worth it.
Hold on.
The fact that people is saying the nothing pedal and they dare to buy those older pedals.
Mm-hmm. You're not prepared for this one. This is a pedal that was a big meme pedal for a long time. And it's been talked about to death. People make a joke all the time about, like, what's the best pedal ever? What pedal should I get? And the people in the comments will always be like, oh, the Miku Stomp from Korg. The Miku Stomp is a vocal synth. And they made it for a very short time. And it literally just makes, like, anime girl voices out of your guitar. This is a used one right here for $800. And that's pretty much what you're going to see, ranges of like $600 to $800. So there's a lot of not very useful pedals out there.
I hope people got my point.
But I the point I'm arguing as a counterpoint to yours is like, yes, all of these are essentially non-musical pedals. Oh, our cat is going off in the background. Hopefully you can't hear her.
Okay.
You hear Kitty?
I hear the cat
outside the door. But all of those, arguably, while not very useful musically, they generate a sound that's useful.
But they do something.
They make a sound, whether it's musical or not. They generate a sound.
But even if it's not making a sound, it's doing something.
This is a utility pedal. It is.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that there isn't a backlit LED on this thing makes it useless on a dark stage. Again, I think it looks really cool.
But where would you use the far pedal on a song? The chorus, the beginning of the song, the bridge. Where would you put that?
It depends. What's the song about? If it's a song about farts, then it's the perfect pedal.
And again, I have nothing against the far pedal or the cat pedal. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing. I'm just saying that if we compare pedals that don't do much, then there's a ton of them out there.
It seems like you have to price it at least $200.
It seems like it. We prove a point here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I guess that's all I had to say on that one. There is one last little topic I wanted to touch on.
Okay.
Because I saw this pop up on Threads. It's a post from, I guess, yesterday, but I commented on it today. From Texas Blues Alley. He said, it's hard to explain how different YouTube used to be. But here's an example. In 2014, I posted a JHS EHX pedal comparison, and it's gotten 250,000 views over the last decade. If I posted that same video today with two common pedals, it would never break 3,000 views. Whereas I put maybe 3 hours of work into this video, I could spend a week writing an elaborate script today, add fancy editing, and it wouldn't even make a bit of difference. Now, I've probably seen this video too. He compared the EHX Soul Food to a JHS modded version of it. I'm sure I've seen this video. And I agree. I even said in my comment, there's other people that have been saying the same thing, like Andy the Guitar Geek commented. He said, it's weird, isn't it? Is it just the pedal industry? Is it oversaturation of pedal videos? Is YouTube suppressing these videos? What is it? And I said, my comment was, I got in the game too late. So doing straightforward pedal demos as my main form of content, it's impossible. That's not the main thing we do on this channel. We do it on this channel, but it's not the main thing. It's like one out of every 4 or 5 videos is a pedal demo.
Yeah.
Usually if I'm talking about pedals, it's not like, here's a brand new pedal, let's check it out. It's, here's my experience with this pedal, and then like the story around like why I got it and stuff. So I sprinkle in the occasional demo amongst my other content, but pedal videos tend to be some of the worst performing that we do on the channel.
It's true.
We do have some that it's taken us a year and a half from posting them to hitting a couple thousand views. We're lucky if they even get that.
True.
So we're trying to still figure out what works for this channel. And unfortunately, last week we had a video. Or was it earlier this week? It was earlier this week. We did a video that it was a new type of content for us. We decided to do like a tier list video where Kat ranked a bunch of different pedals.
Okay.
And I think we kind of had fun with that.
Wait, what's the topic on that?
What do you mean? I'm just talking about like how we did that. And unfortunately, somebody had pointed out to me that we were missing the last like 5 minutes of the video. Just didn't upload to YouTube.
Okay.
So we had to take it down, repost it as the full video. And the way the YouTube algorithm works is it like totally killed our chances of anyone even seeing it, really. So it kind of sucks. So I think it's just weird for like guitar YouTube creators. Like if you and I have talked about this off camera a lot, but I think for like smaller channels these days, it's very hard to break through.
That's true. And
find an audience. And it seems like the algorithm really doesn't want you, unless you're established, they don't want people seeing your videos. I don't know what it is. So I don't know. We're still trying to figure out like what we can do to kind of set us apart a little bit. We do have a couple ideas that we just haven't been able to find time to do. But we've talked about one concept for like a year now, and it'd be really cool if we could figure it out. But I don't want to say.
I tell you what set us apart. You're always sitting next to a lady in pajamas or with a blanket.
You've got a tortilla blanket. And that is actually different. No, I do think that's something that our audience does actually appreciate a little bit, because we do we get a lot of comments about that. People really do like your takes on different pedals and guitars and stuff. It's funny because like I was really struggling to find like a topic for today.
Okay.
And I almost went with, and this could be something for a different tier list video that we can do down the road, but talking about the ZVEX thing, with this being people calling it the nothing pedal.
I give you a tier list of pedals that don't do anything.
Well, we could do that, but I was gonna say like, what's the worst pedal? But like, I don't know if you have come across enough pedals that you would consider to be like the worst pedal.
I have a few.
What would you say? Because we can expand on this. Leave us in the comments. Tell us what is the worst pedal you have ever played. And you can tell us why. Give us why as well. Just tell us. Yeah.
I'm gonna be controversial.
What's the worst pedal you know?
Let me find the name.
Okay. While she's doing that, I will tell you mine.
Go for it.
Mine is, I don't even think they still make it. I don't know why I just said that incorrectly. I don't know if they still make it. It's a video from 2009. It's got to be discontinued. They discontinued it in 2020. It was the electro-Harmonix Dr. Q Nano. I think this was the absolute worst pedal ever made.
Okay.
I will die saying that was the worst pedal ever made.
I'm going to say it, and it's going to sound terrible.
Okay.
And people is going to come attack me.
Now, what I'm talking about with mine is based on sound. So what is yours and why?
Okay, I can explain it why. Okay. I have all three different points.
Okay.
To me, it's the JHS PG14.
The PG14.
Paul Gilbert signature distortion pedal. $159.20 right now.
Okay. Now, I don't know what the price was on the Dr. Q before they discontinued it. I think I bought mine brand new for like $60.
Okay.
So the PG14, I haven't seen that pedal in a while, so let me look at it.
Oh, I remember that pedal really well.
And is it just the look?
It's multiple things. I don't like the way it sounds. I'm sorry. I don't know who.
I mean, it's pretty versatile.
Know who Paul Gilbert is.
He's a guitarist. He's like a virtuoso guitarist.
Okay, good for them. Good for them.
You don't like it, though?
I don't like the way it sounds.
Okay.
I think it looks stupid. I don't agree with just having a shoe and charge $199 for it.
I mean, it was his artistic vision.
I'm sorry. And I don't like it. I have my own opinion. I can keep it.
Personally, I do think it is a very versatile pedal.
Oh, of course you think, because you're always kissing JHS.
No, if you watch the videos, it does a lot.
Doesn't do it to me.
I wouldn't buy it personally. I bought their Violet pedal.
I remember that.
I initially liked it, but then like I had like one sound in it that I really liked, and I was like, well, I don't really need to have this pedal with 6 knobs for something I need one sound out of.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's your absolute worst.
I probably had more, but that one right now is my absolute worst.
Okay, so we're gonna put both of those pedals in the next tier list.
You know how you're like, oh, I don't know that you have enough pedals to come across.
No. I'm just saying, like sound wise, like
I don't like the sound of that pedal.
I'm just saying, sound wise, like out of pedals that I've owned, I don't know if. Actually, the JHS Violet, when I had that, you said it sounded terrible.
Oh, that one sounded terrible.
You walked in the room one day and you're like,
nothing against. I didn't even know JHS was the one that was playing.
Yeah.
I just say that sounds really bad.
Yeah.
Nothing. This is not about JHS. It's about I do not like the sound of that pedal.
We could turn it into a drinking game for the audience that every time you bring up disliking JHS, it's been I'm just going to point that out now. You did it in the last video.
Okay.
You did it in the tier list video.
Okay.
And then you're doing it again now. And you did it, I believe, in last week's episode and possibly the episode before that.
No, but in the tier video, I didn't put JHS at the bottom.
You actually put them in the A tier.
Yeah.
And people were surprised by that.
Anyway.
I was surprised by that.
Okay.
So I think that might be the next one we do. We did also have a request because guitar.
For what?
Because guitar is not your primary instrument.
Singing bowls.
That we do singing bowl, shakers, different world instruments. But no, somebody requested like if you do synth oriented pedals for a video for a tier list. So I think that would be a cool one too, because like really ambient stuff and you rank those and put those in tiers. But I don't think we're gonna do one of those every week, but like every other week, maybe once a month at least, just something to add to the channel if you guys do like that. Anyway, I guess that's about it for this week. Yeah. Anything else you want to throw in there?
No, I'm just ready to go to bed. Don't you see that I had the blanket on?
Yeah. Feel free to check out Pedal Exchange. Let's trade some pedals. We do have t-shirts for sale as always.
Oh my God! Always begging for money.
No, I need to come up with a couple more designs to throw on there. Maybe a coffee mug or two or a hat or something. Just to give people more options to choose from other than just like the basic logo.
Okay.
I think
that's it.
That's it. All right.
You have a good day. Good night.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.